Greetings, one and all, and welcome once again to Tom's Hit Parade. Excuse me. I've still got a little bit of that cough lingering from the the whatever it is I had a couple weeks ago. But anyway, yes, greetings, one and all, and welcome once again to Tom's Hit Parade live. As you could tell by the subject header, this month it is Bargain Bag, my monthly hunt for buried audio treasures in the form of one mystery CD grab bag, which I compiled from, but with a very fuzzy memory, so I don't remember what's in here, from the bargain CD wall at Epic Seconds in Eugene, Oregon. Now, I was cleaning out my closet last week, and as you might notice, you might not notice because I taped it up, but yes, this bag fell on the ground, and so there was a tear right along here. And yeah, I couldn't tell what the CD on here was, though. I have no idea. All I could see was the little, the little $1 whatchamajiggy price tag. That's what it's called in the corner there. So still, all 8 discs in that bag are a mystery to me, so I have no idea what's in them. But anyway, yes. Yeah, before I go over the before I reveal the new bag live in a live stream here, I talk about what was in the previous bag and what I thought of it and all that other stuff. So anyway, before I get into that, though, I just want to talk for a few minutes about something. Yes, this is when I should be doing, this time of the year is when I should be doing my quarterly Spankin' Platters video, where I round up the recent releases from the last 3 months that I've been interested in and picked up and listened to. But I am woefully unprepared for that. I'm not sure what... I still love listening to music. Don't get me wrong. I love, but for some reason, the new releases from the last few months, even though there were a few of them, a handful of them that I wanted and was looking forward to, and I bought and I listened to, I've been having a hard time getting into them. Not that they're necessarily, don't take that to mean that they are necessarily bad albums. It's just, for some reason, I have not been in the frame of mind lately to miscellaneous hand gestures to really absorb them properly and listen to them and escape into them, I guess, and really formulate a proper opinion of them yet. Anyway, there are a few ones that came out at like the first 4-6 weeks of the month that I really, really enjoyed. And so my thoughts on those are pretty much ready. But yeah, this last few, which pretty much would make up half the content of my Spankin' Platters video, I'm just not quite ready to talk about. So I'm not sure when my next Spankin' Platters will come out, hopefully in the next few weeks sometime. The next couple of videos after this, though, I plan on being chapters, what would they be, 4 and 5 in my Hold On CD collection series. So a few of you out there have been looking forward to those as they come out. So I plan on doing those very soon. But anyway, yes. And also, I have to say my enthusiasm for watching YouTube has also kind of been a little, precarious lately, kind of few and far between moments of really genuinely being interested in and enjoying YouTube videos. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if I have burnt myself out on, I'm thinking of those big freebie hauls that I got at the end of last year. I wonder if they might have, if I've done this to myself, if I've kind of burnt myself out on listening to music. But despite that, there are a couple of releases that I picked up recently that are not, rock, pop, or country or jazz or anything like that. Kind of esoteric releases that I really, really have enjoyed. And I'm thinking about maybe doing a video on those. So, but anyway, yeah. Hopefully, to make a long story even longer, hopefully I will get my my enthusiasm back pretty soon for listening to current recent releases in popular music and also into YouTube watching. My friends out there, I still watch your videos pretty much regularly. I just haven't found a lot to comment on lately. And I noticed that 2 of my YouTube friends have not uploaded videos basically since Christmas. And so I guess it's not just me who's kind of lost their YouTube enthusiasm lately. So I don't know. Hopefully, Garrett and Ryan, you guys will come back soon. No pressure whatsoever. But I just say I enjoy you guys' content, and YouTube has not been the same without you guys since the end of 2021. So Again, no pressure. But anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Let's go ahead and get on into my thoughts from last month's bargain bag of, this would have been March of 2022. First one here we have Diana by Diana Ross. I actually did not listen to this one in my bargain bag simply because I own this on vinyl. And it's a very, very good album. I own it, duh. And this was, I can't remember if this was her comeback album or if it might have been the one before this, but this is from 1981. Oh, the CD popped out. 1980. And this has two of her big hits from that era. Upside Down, I love that song. That's the opening track. And I'm Coming Out, two of my favorite Diana Ross songs on here. Great album if you have not listened to it. Some great disco-ish Diana Ross. 80s Diana Ross, very good. Then we have, oh, these are kind of out of order. Normally I have these in, yeah, I really have these out of order. In rough order from cast-offs to keepers. That was the one thing I forgot to say before diving into these. So yes, that's kind of the approximate order I have these in. If I mention them, the earlier I mention them, the less likely I am to hang on to them, basically. Case in point, a CD by the Black Kids called Party Traumatic. This is pretty much emo, slightly punkish rock. I guess the Fueled by Ramen sound, even though this is not on Fueled by Ramen, it's on Columbia. It's okay. I've never been into that. I've mentioned before, the higher the BPM is, the beats per minute in a rock song, the less likely I am to enjoy it. I'm not sure why. Hey, Noah, I'm not sure why, but that is the case. So the more punkish leaning stuff, I have a harder time getting into. Go figure. Then we have a soul or R&B album, Jeffrey Osborne with his album Only Human. Good enough stuff. Jeffrey Osborne is, of course, one of the better known 80s and 90s R&B singers. I just didn't find much of anything on here to really float my boat, I guess you'd say. So yeah, this will be going into the cast-offs, sad to say. Then we are on to country music, the best of Billy Dean. This is one of the 10 track greatest hits collections, one of the budgets things you get along, find in all the stores. Yeah, I had never really been familiar with Billy Dean. If I remember correctly, there's going to be at least one or two Billy Dean studio albums in amongst the bargain bags that I open over the next year or two. Whether it's counting or not counting this one, I can't remember. But let's see, what is, oh, We Just Disagree. I really enjoy that song, and come to think of it, was that a Billy Dean original or was that a cover? I don't know, because this particular series of best of things are so bare bones, they don't even have liner notes telling you who wrote each of the songs. But anyway, We Just Disagree is one of my favorite country songs from the old days, I guess you'd say. Well, the not so old days. And let's see, there's one or two other songs on here. Cowboy Band, that was a pretty good one. That has to do with, that's kind of falls into the songs about music category, so I kind of like that one. And so yeah, not a bad collection. It's just I probably won't be keeping it. I might check out Billy Dean's studio albums as I happen upon them. Next one we have here is, I'm probably going to keep this one. I'm not sure yet. Uptown MTV Unplugged. I have several of the MTV Unplugged series albums, single artist albums in the pantheon of MTV Unplugged. This is obviously a various artists compilation. I'm not huge into the R&B and hip-hop stuff, or R&B soul, I guess. There's not quite so much. Well, I guess there's hip-hop. There's Father MC and Heavy D and the Boys are on here. So, but yeah, this one was okay. It's as with all the other MTV Unplugged ones, these are live performances. So I may listen to it once or twice more. Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Can you tell? And anyway, now we're on to the three albums that I for sure am going to keep. Here we have Dirty Vegas, and I thought this one was going to be one of those emo electro rock punk-ish type of things, kind of like, I couldn't tell you what other artists for some reason that Dirty Vegas made me think of when I saw the album cover. But no, this is actually more electronica or EDM. I guess technically it's classified as house music. So it's a bit more a bit more ambient. Ambient is kind of a stretch, but yeah, a little bit more moody and kind of laid back and stuff. I kind of like this stuff. So yeah, I'm going to keep this one. And there's one song on here that was fairly popular. Oh, Days Go By, I think was their chart hit. And so yeah, I'm going to keep this one and listen to it a few more times at least. So yeah, good stuff. Then the next to last one that is also a keeper. In fact, I think I like Dirty Vegas a little bit more than this one, so I probably should have put Dirty Vegas after this one. But anyway, Marshall Crenshaw. I had tried out one of Marshall Crenshaw's early albums a few years ago, and it was okay, but I ended up getting rid of it. But this one I liked a little bit more. This is his album, Life's Too Short. This is his 6th album, I believe. And it's got a bit of a slightly rockabilly sound to it, a little bit of a throwback sound. Kind of reminds me in that way of Chris Isaak, for what that's worth. But and you can tell that this is from the early 90s. 1991 is when this album was done, because the grunge sound by that time had started to infiltrate the regular popular music like rock and pop, because there's one song on here, at least one song, that has a little bit of a grunge sound to it. So not sure it totally works, but hey, he decided to, either he or his producer decided to cash in on that little trend there. And so yeah, some pretty decent songs on here. Better Back Off, that's the title, the lead off track. That was pretty good. Delilah, I like that one. That was pretty good. Walking Around, that was a pretty good track. And Fantastic Planet of Love, I like that one too. So yeah, I would recommend checking out Marshall Crenshaw. Excuse me. But the winner chicken dinner of this month's bargain bag, something that I totally did not expect. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see the goodness of this album coming. I was not expecting nearly what I got out of it. This is an album called Playlist. It's by Kenny Babyface Edmonds, the producer. He was an artist for a long time, but I think now he's more known as a producer. This is a great album, and this has, as is kind of suggested by the album cover, sorry about the glare, it's more of an acoustic and kind of a folk-leaning thing. This is mostly a collection of covers of folk and pop songs, a lot of them done acoustically, as suggested by the thing. The photo, that's what it is, the album cover, yeah, the thing, Anyway, it starts off with 2 covers of James Taylor songs, Shower the People and Fire and Rain. Both excellent, fantastic. And I had never really paid attention to Babyface before. The guy's got a fantastic voice, gorgeous voice on this guy. And it is so well suited to folk songs. I mean, who would have thought? Okay, are you guys still there? I got a message that I was offline, so sorry about that. The icon on my desktop still says I'm not online. Actually, okay, now I'm online. Sorry about that. Anyway, where was I? Yes, Babyface Edmonds Playlist. It's folk, let's see, 10 songs. All of them but 2 are covers of folk and pop songs. 2 of them are Babyface originals. Starts off with 2 James Taylor covers, Shower the People and Fire and Rain. They are both excellent. And as I mentioned, gorgeous voice on this guy. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I don't know when the feed cut off. We've got Time in a Bottle by Jim Croce. He does a cover of that song. A cover of Eric Clapton's Wonderful Tonight, which I think I actually like that one better than the Clapton original. And Knocking on Heaven's Door, a Bob Dylan cover, as well as Longer, which is a Dan Fogelberg song. So this album is just fantastic. I love it. It's definitely going to be in... It's a keeper for a long, long time. Love it. And I'll be surprised if this one is not #1 when I do my my favorite bargain bag CDs of the year at the end of this year. So yes, it's that good. If it's available for streaming, and if you kind of like the folk sound from the 60s, 70s, 80s, give this album a try. It's excellent. And as I said, Babyface really surprised me with his voice, as well as the way that folks, you wouldn't think that an R&B or soul singer, well, an R&B singer was more Babyface's lane, would do well with folk songs. But it surprised the heck out of me. It's a fantastic album. Love it. So let's go ahead and get started. Rather than tearing away the tear that was already made when it fell onto the floor as I was cleaning my closet, I'm just going to open it the old-fashioned way. And so let's go ahead and let's trim off the fat, so to speak, and check in on this new bag of bargain bag CDs. Here we go. Live and in person. What do we have here? We have, Brian McKnight. I think he's already been in one of my bargain bags this year. This is his self-titled CD. So I'll be interested to do that one. What was one of the bigger hits that he had? I'm not sure. I don't want to slow down the video by reading the track list. Then what do we have here? Babyface. Huh. How about that? This is one of his early albums, obviously. Lovers is the name of this one. So it'll be interesting to get check out some R&B from Babyface. Huh. How about that? I didn't realize that I picked up more than one Babyface album. Then we have, Jim Brickman. No Words. Jim Brickman is a new age or jazz pianist. He's very, very, very talented. I think I had one of his CDs a while ago. He wasn't quite my thing, so I'm not afraid to listen to multiple albums by an artist, even if the one that I already listened to didn't click with me, because you never know when one will. Then what do we have here? Brooks and Dunn. Steers and Stripes. Gee, I wonder if this is a country album. As if you couldn't tell by the title, right? Let's see. Only in America. So I just hope that some of these songs aren't too flag-waving patriotic for my tastes. I Love America. It's just, kind of like with what some people say about I love God, but I'm not crazy about some of the people in his fan club. That's kind of like America. I Love America is just some of the fringe members of its fan club are a little out there. I know. That's my little political commentary for today. Next CD we have Thornley, their debut album. I'm not familiar with these guys. I'm guessing they are rock, probably alternative rock, from the looks of the album art, I guess. We have 5. I got 3 more to go here. What's the 6th one? We have Abdel Wright. I am not familiar with this guy, so it'll be interesting to see what he's like. Something about the, as I've mentioned before, sometimes when I look at the album cover, I get a good vibe from it. And this is one of those, something tells me I'm going to like this one. So you guys will find out next month, obviously. Excuse me. Next to last CD in the bargain bag here is Rain Dogs with their album Lost Souls. I have no idea who these guys are. It was put out in 1990 on the Atco label. I'm sure that tells you everything you need to know about the album, right? Anyway, what do we have here? The last one. I forgot to do my throwback thing here. The last one here is Lara and Reyes with their album Navidad. Obviously a Christmas album. If I'd really been thinking, I would have put all the holiday albums that I picked out in one bag. And, well, of course, then I wouldn't have been able to tell, because I mix up all the bags, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what month I would be opening that bag. So it would be probably just as pointless as peppering them over different bags. But anyway, this is a holiday album. I will probably go ahead and listen to it, since I only have 8 CDs to listen to in bargain bag this year rather than 14. So, and what the heck, we could all use a little bit of Christmas spirit even in April and May, couldn't we? Maybe. It's arguable. Anyway, so that is the bunch of tunes that I will be listening to over the next 30 days and giving you my thoughts about them at the beginning of May. It's April already. That's weird. How did it get to be April? Anyway, anybody have any questions? Will I be watching the Grammys tonight? I don't know. I don't know. There are a handful of awards that I'm interested in seeing the outcome of, but it's kind of like for the number of awards that they give out during the, what is it, 3.5 hour telecast. I don't know if it's worth my time, frankly. I could, I like some of the performances to an extent. It's like, but I'm not, I don't really go watch the show to watch the performances. So that's kind of, neither here nor there for me. So yeah, I was thinking earlier on this morning, I was thinking, yeah, I'll probably watch the Oscars, or the Grammys, but now, I don't know. Probably not. I frankly, my time, I feel like my time would be better invested in watching a movie or something else. Almost anything else but the Grammys. Anyway, but who knows? I might surprise myself. The Grammys, they're going to start in roughly an hour, so I have 1 hour to make up my mind. But anyway, gosh, it's only been 21 minutes. Do I really want to end this thing already? Let's see. What are some of the albums that I might as well tell you some of the albums I picked up actually over the past month that I am still having trouble digesting and stuff. As I mentioned at the beginning of the thing, I just picked up, actually just yesterday or Friday, I picked up the Red Hot Chili Peppers new album. It looked intriguing, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. Not crazy about the fact that it's 17 tracks long. I'm sorry, guys, but less is more when it comes to albums, okay? At least albums of new material, original material. Bring it down to 11, 12, maybe 13. Anything beyond 13 is pushing it. So, but who knows? It might be so thoroughly enjoyable that I'll enjoy the entire 17 tracks. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. I also recently picked up Colin Hay, put out a new album a few weeks ago. I picked that one up, and this is an album of original material. The one he put out last year was a covers album, so that's the reason for 2 albums in consecutive years. I also picked up Maren Morris's new album, which I rather enjoy. That one's a pretty good one. And I'm sure I picked up one other one. I can't remember what it is, along with the 3 others that I picked up early this year, like in January and early February. So hopefully I will get my mojo back and do a Spankin' Platters video later this month. Fingers crossed. Where I will talk about all those albums, because I do like to album review. New album reviews are not the bread and butter of this channel, so to speak, but I do kind of like bringing them to you every once in a while. And I figure that quarterly is kind of the sweet spot for that. So perhaps I will do so. I hope to do so. But yes, later on this month, probably 2 more chapters of my whole darn CD collection. I know a few of you guys out there have really been enjoying that series, so I'm happy to bring it to you. But anyway, I guess I will go ahead and wrap it up today. That'll do it for Bargain Bag for the month of April 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, hit that like button and share it with your friends. And give me your thoughts, questions, suggestions, or constructive criticisms in the comments section below. Also, scroll down to the description for the links to my Twitter and Instagram feeds and links to my favorite fellow YouTubers who are all worth checking out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and browse my past videos, and be sure to ring that notifications bell so you'll be the first to know each time I drop a new video or go live. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and remember, life's too short to be a music snob. See ya!